Let's go to David from Colorado. David, you're on the air next.
Hey, David, can you hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Great. I wanted to talk quickly about democratic ideals. Given that so many Supreme Court justices have been appointed by presidents that have not won the popular vote,
Correct.
do you support the Supreme Court still as an institution? Do you believe it has a rightful place in our democracy?
I believe it has a rightful place in our democracy, but we need to be confident in it. And we did a story on the Wednesday show about how confidence in the Supreme Court has collapsed. And it's even worse than you're pointing out. So David correctly points out right now, 5 of the 9 justices were nominated to the court by presidents who lost the popular vote. So it was Roberts and Alito by Bush, and then Gorsuch, Coney Barrett, and Kavanaugh by Trump. That's 5 of the 9 justices were chosen by presidents where more people voted for their opponents. But it's even worse than that, David. In addition to that, one of them quite literally should have been Barack Obama's selection. Gorsuch should have actually been Obama's nomination of Merrick Garland. Mitch McConnell got in the way of that. But then it's even worse than that, not to really depress you today, David, but also the completely anti-democratic Senate, where Wyoming gets 2 senators and California gets 2 senators, even though California has 30 something million people and Wyoming has not even 1 million people. They are the ones who voted to confirm these people. So it's a completely anti-democratic process. And I understand why there's very little confidence in the court right now. But if we could make its makeup more legitimate as an institution, I do still think that having a Supreme Court is an important thing.
Right, right. And I'm totally with you in terms of the anti-democratic institutions within our system between the Electoral College and Senate. I'm actually from Wyoming, and I've moved since to
no offense to Wyoming, but
higher,
listen, why do you guys have 2 senators, you know?
Yeah, no, it's completely ridiculous, in my opinion. But do you have any specific reforms in mind? Something that was talked about during the 2020 campaign by Pete Buttigieg was a possible makeup in which maybe 5 justices are appointed by the conservative nominee, or rather conservative presidential candidates, 5 are nominated by the liberal presidential candidates, and then the remaining 5 are nominated by the 10 seated justices. Do you have anything like that in mind, or any other systems?
I am open to a lot of reforms. One idea that is, I think, similar to what you're suggesting, but not exactly it, is that you always have a 5-4 court, and it's just whoever's in power in the White House gets the 5 rather than the 4. That's one idea that I've seen floated. Term limits is another. Obviously, I would love it if the president's choosing the justices won the popular vote and we could actually say they actually were reflective of the will of the people, but that requires getting rid of the Electoral College. The other aspect to this is there can't be, if you're president, I think we have to just set a line. And even if you have a week left and you nominate someone, I think that they need to get a confirmation hearing. I don't think you can even, it shouldn't be an option for Mitch McConnell and Republicans to do what they did.
No, I totally agree.
Yeah.
Final question on Roe. Do you think this could be a straw that broke the camel's back in terms of Democrats winning back a supermajority?
We've talked about that. I don't know yet. I think that this will probably inspire some turnout for Democrats in November, but I don't know about a supermajority. That seems like a bit of a stretch.
Totally get that.
I think not losing would be, I think not losing by as much would be like probably the best they can do.
Yeah. We'll see what happens in November, I suppose.
Absolutely.
I'll go ahead and let you get to everyone
David
else.
from Colorado, thank you so much for the call. One of our sponsors is called Privacy. Privacy is a totally free service that I've been using for years. Privacy lets me create virtual payment cards with one click, and when I use the virtual card, the money is taken out of my bank account. You can create multiple cards, delete them, freeze them, set a spending limit on them. Let's say I'm signing up for a free trial and it requires a credit card. Privacy will autofill a virtual card number, and then after signing up, I can delete that virtual card. So I know I'm not going to be charged again. Something really useful and very practical. Or let's say I'm ordering food over the phone, but I left my wallet somewhere. I don't have my real credit card on me. I can use a virtual card on my privacy mobile app. But really, the best part is you're not out there exposing your real credit card number, so you're not as susceptible to data breaches and identity theft. Privacy is a totally free service, and you'll get $5 to spend when you go to privacy.com/Pacman. The link is right underneath this video.